Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, as the talent come out here to join us around the ring. As you may have heard, a man who is a pioneer in our sport, a man who many of what you see on television from a move perspective, from a style of wrestling perspective, and for sure, a man that defined high risk. The legendary Sabu passed away yesterday. We wanted to take a moment to honor his legacy and give him a 10-bell salute. So please bow your head with us. Let's do this for Sabu.
You guys ready for your opening bout? I said, are you guys ready for your opening bout? Without further ado, let's get underway. Our opening contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first.
So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, WWN Proving Ground here with Monday Night Mayhem and a debut.
Proving Ground debut from Buenos Aires, Argentina, weighing 205 pounds. He is the Wildcard, Bryan Brooks.
This is the ambassador of the World Wrestling Network, Trevin Adams, joined by the Shine champion, Kelsey Reagan, who had a hell of a battle last night against Mercedes Martinez at Shine 82. Are you excited to be here, Kelsey?
Oh, I'm very excited. I'm hurting from last night, but I'm still here. I still made it.
Well, of course, I heard on good authority you demanded the opportunity to be here because you wanted to see the opening round of the WWN Proving Ground Women's Championship, and you will be here as the top woman champion, getting to see who's up and coming next. Man who arguably was voted as having the best theme in all of the World Wrestling Network in both 2023 and 2024, Kelsey Reagan.
Oh, really?
A true story. That's the Miami Boys. Of course, Richport Ayala has been in a long-standing feud with the Emerald Empire, and we've been seeing videos submitted and a lot of complaints as well by the Emerald Emperor, Simon Says, about attacks all over, not just the state, Georgia, Alabama. Rich is following Simon, trying to get his hands on Simon Says.
Oh, I don't blame him. This guy's from Argentina.
Wildcard indeed. Obviously, you can see the, we'll say, disrespect for our official here. Guys sizing each other up. And so to your question here, indeed, Brooks, growing up in Buenos Aires, Argentina, training at 19 years of age, has been traveling all over the world, getting this opportunity here with his WWN debut and a pie face to Richport Ayala.
That's exactly right. Go after him.
Probably not the smartest move here from the perspective of a guy debuting. Maybe he doesn't realize how talented Richport Ayala is.
Oh, I don't think so, but he seems really confident, so we'll see how that goes for him.
And Ayala charging in. Maybe you're right, Wildcard Brooks. If I said wild side, I apologize. I'm going to keep saying that. I always think of the old school NWA wild side. But nevertheless, beautiful arm drags from Richport Ayala. Kelsey, Rich has the size advantage, to say the least. And is this going to be it? Pinfall.
Oh, that kick out was a little weak. You gotta keep it up.
Well, Kelsey, you've been in situations where you're fighting a bigger athlete. Heck, just last night at Shine 82, you were facing a larger athlete. What would you be doing right now if you were Wildcard Brooks?
Well, I mean, he's got to get the upper hand somehow. But he looks like he's faking to me. Really like that to you? I don't know.
Trying to distract the official, perhaps, get the official tab that concern it. I think you're right now.
Oh, see, I called it. I told you.
Poking the eye. You are absolutely right. You saw that coming a mile away. The official did not in time. Now admonishing Wildcard Brooks.
Listen, I am used to Las Sicarias. I know all the dirty tactics. I know exactly what he's going for.
Now, Wildcard Brooks is a self-proclaimed master strategist who lives by one rule. No matter who you are, he has the ace up his sleeve. And right now, I'm going to tell you right now, Kelsey, if you told me coming into this thing, Richport Ayala was facing Wildcard Brooks and would be in this kind of trouble in our opening contest at Monday Night Mayhem, I wouldn't have believed it. And now the official admonishing Brooks.
Oh, disrespectful.
I think the Wildcard's been looking to make a name, not just as stated in South America, elsewhere in the world, but really got to focus right now in the United States, of course, here in WWN. I did see a lot of fans trying to get pictures with this man. I think there's a certain charisma. Is he your type?
Well, I'm going to keep my mouth shut on that one.
Pleading the fifth, won't put you on that spot again, is Richport Ayala having the oxygen cut off, and right now we are in a situation here where Ayala is in the center of the ring. Even with the long limbs of Ayala, Kelsey, he's got to feel like he's miles from the ropes right now.
But he's making his way up.
Ayala indeed fighting up, hitting those elbows in the gut. As you know well, when you've got somebody held like that, get hit though in the gut. I mean, heck, you had the wind knocked out of you last night. Can change the complexion of a match, no?
Once you get that first wind knocked out of you, it's really hard to come back.
And a 2 count only right there, as you just stated. It went from Ayala in control to Wildcard Brooks. Again, looking good here.
Still very confident.
A lot of verbal swagger, to say the least, when it comes to Brooks. Of course, a regular Revolution Championship Wrestling. Spending time in Latin America and Spain, as I mentioned, now here in the United States. But man, territory tees. You want to talk about representing the entire history of professional wrestling. Little nostalgia, as we say, where nostalgia meets the ring. And this got an old school feel. You got Richport Ayala, bring a little bit of that New York down here. Of course, you got the international feeling of a guy coming from Latin America, the fans being against him. That's why territorytees.com, Kels. I know I've seen you. Oh, what a beautiful suplex. I've seen you in those championship wrestling from Florida shirts. Of course, everybody loves the American Giant and Bruiser Brody. What a legend. All that available at territorytees.com. Wouldn't be surprised if that's what you have on under that tank top you got on. Both men finally answering that 10 count here.
Oh, he's up. Let's go.
A lot of concern from the perspective.
Yep, there we go. Getting it back.
of the entire WWN faithful. I think they were worried about Richport Ayala. Of course, a crowd favorite. What an elbow. You got to think Rich is looking to get his hands on some of the Emerald Empire. It's going to be June the 8th when we are back on pay-per-view on WWNLive.com. And there's a pin. Oh man, 2.999.
Almost had it. He almost had it.
To say the least. And, you know, Ayala, that'll be, of course, the WWN Super Show Mercury Rising. I know we will see you in action as well. Stay tuned to WWNLive.com to find out what's next. We'll talk more about Shine 82 a little bit later as well. But indeed, Ayala looking for the Empire. But he's got to get through Wildcard Brooks here tonight. You got to think a loss would kill that momentum, Kels.
Oh. There we go.
Thinking perhaps Port Authority, and does deliver.
Wow.
And I believe that is the end.
Beautiful.
Here is your winner, that freaking Rican, Richport Ayala.
Big win here for Richport Ayala. Like I said, the crowd favorite. Looking great here tonight. Gonna give a shout out again though to Wildcard Brooks, making that trip here, coming out of RCW and bringing all that experience, Argentina, Chile, of course, Spain, now the US, but man, Richport Ayala, that freaking Rican, victorious here, our opening contest, WWN Proving Ground, Monday Night Mayhem. It is a big night here tonight. My name is Trevin Adams. I am joined by the Shine Champion, Kelsey Reagan, and she is here to scout who is going to move forward. It is our opening round of the WWN Proving Ground Women's Championship Tournament here tonight. We got two big matches, Olivia Rose versus Scotty Sosa, and one half of the Shine Tag Team Champions, a woman you were not a fan of, Labrava Escobar versus Kaia McKenna, both still to come here later tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first. He is making his Proving Ground return. He is from the nearest Buc-ee's, weighing in at 195 pounds. Big Rig Bryan.
Big Rig, ain't seen him here in a hot minute there, looking like he's got that big gold cup or whatever the right trucker pit stop cup would be. What is your favorite rest stop on a long trip, Kelsey Reagan?
My favorite rest stop?
Well, you know, or a convenience store, whatever you want to call it.
Well, it's definitely not Buc-ee's. I hate Buc-ee's.
Wow, fighting
I
words.
have such a hatred for Buc-ee's. What is in that? Is that water? Is a big thing of water?
Whatever you would drink while you're driving a big rig, don't you think?
What would you drink?
Well, whatever Bryan's got. Get creative.
And his opponent.
I think the fun's about to stop, by the way. And for the record, I think Wawa is way better than Buc-ee's, but you usually can't find Wawa on like the long highways.
Yes.
So in that case, Buc-ee's is an experience.
Yes. Oh, I hate this guy. What is that? What is that title? You're not. Oh my God. Oh my God.
From the streets of Puerto Rico, weighing in at 220 pounds.
I know he didn't get that title in a nice way.
Kelsey, you're absolutely right. This man stole the championship after the absolute chaos in his match against Sage Scott. Things getting thrown out. But since then, Salazar has been running around with the WWN Proving Ground Championship, acting like he is the champion, sending in videos where he's going, I'm the champion, I'm so good. Attacking Sage Scott last week. Salazar was supposed to have the night off, so was Sage. Sage chose to wrestle against Devin Diaz. And out of nowhere, Labrava, who, again, we already know how much you like, and this guy getting involved. Chaotic way to end last week's WWN Proving Ground. But the question now is, what is going to happen when Sage Scott finally gets his hands on Salazar? Official Jay Taylor checking Salazar. You know, I'm going to be honest, I would check him too. Things underway here. Bryan Colton, been a hot minute since we've seen him here, Kels, and I'm going to say right now, I think Colton is the absolute underdog.
Oh, well, he's got the crowd behind him.
I think it's kind of easy to get the crowd behind you when you're fading against Salazar. Nobody likes Salazar.
Oh, that's true. So true.
But taking nothing away from Colt, a talented young man, trained by Francisco Chiazzo, the late great. But it's going to be a tall order here. There's a reason that Salazar de la Muerte has been so dangerous since debuting here in WWN Proving Ground, Kels. And I'm going to tell you right now, from day one, eyes have been targeting Sage Scott.
Did he just debut for Proving Ground not too long ago?
About a month and a half. In fact, I would say heading back to the last WWN Super Show.
Oh,
Uprising, which you might know a little something about. You might have won a championship there, but nevertheless, credit to Colton trying to show some speed, but unfortunately the speed of the very powerful Salazar in control here.
Come on, Big Rig, you're ready for the test.
Oh.
And the jaw jacking as well. When you go by the modern day executioner, let's be honest, you got to live up to it, and I think Salazar does.
Oh, he absolutely does.
Of course, Salazar notorious for his partnership with Labrava Escobar, which of course I know is a big part of why you would not like him.
Oh, yeah, well, anyone who associates himself with Labrava is already an enemy of mine.
Colton trying to fight back. I'll give it to this young man. Hardworking young man.
Right,
Probably came off the highways and byways here in the truck to get to this match.
Oh, no.
And all the momentum. The boot in the face. You've been in this kind of a situation before, Kelsey. What do you do when you think you've got control and next thing you know, you're trying to find how many teeth are in your mouth?
You just keep going. Just got to keep it going. That's one thing about me. I get knocked down a lot, but I'm not going to stay down.
That is undeniable. The question now is, will Bryan Colton have the ability to show that the big rig can come back to life? But what a cannonball in the corner.
That was a big move.
I want to know how a guy the size of Salazar can move like that, and what a senton as well could be the end of this match.
Well, he's still got some fight in him.
Credit to Colton. I'll tell you right now, I am sweating bullets over here. It is a warm night tonight. I think Bryan Colton maybe put himself into a bad position from the perspective of the gear that he chooses, to wear. You know how hot jeans are right now.
I can't wrestle in jeans. I don't even like to wear jeans, just leisurely.
And you hear WWN faithful, they're trying to get behind Colton, but unfortunately right now, Salazar, just a beast. And look at the choke here.
Wow. He's so rude.
It's volatility. I'll tell you right now, Kelsey Reagan, Salazar, combustible. You make Salazar angry. It does not take much, as you know. I once looked at him by mistake from across the arena, and I bet you didn't know I could run as fast as I did to get away from this man.
I would like to see that.
Well, I'm glad I'm here to tell the story and next to you to protect me. But nevertheless, big Ray coming to life, but no, caught in a Russian-like sweep. Right back to Salazar in control. The leg is hooked. Is this it? Not quite.
I think Salazar is getting really frustrated. Well, he stays frustrated, but I think he's a little more frustrated.
Oxygen is being cut off here for Bryan Colton. Another situation where you're so far from the ropes, you got the heat of the lights. The people are cheering for you, though. The question is, will it will him to life for Bryan Colton? There's the elbows. And that quick, right into the gut, and a European uppercut. It's the physicality when you look at Salazar. But here comes.
He took him down. He's got him down. Come on, can we keep him down?
The signs of life running in with the uppercut. Colton trying the same thing again, a splash.
You gotta stay on him.
I think a lot of people would love to see the upset here tonight. You know Sage Scott's watching on from somewhere right now.
Oh, of course. As he should.
Wouldn't be surprised if Rick Thames told Sage to stay away from the building. Oh, what a forearm.
Wow. That's gonna keep him down for a second.
Might be more than a second, might be 3 in just a moment.
Oh, that's...
Dumped down,
Yeah.
Death Valley Driver,
Jesus.
the end. Wow.
Here is your winner, the modern day executioner, Salazar, Dino Muerte.
Listen to this crap.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, the self-proclaimed WWN Proving Ground champion, Salazar, Dino Muerte.
Hey, I'm gonna give it to Michael James. He's got some guts. Salazar said, announce me as the real WWN Proving Ground champion, and Michael James still self-proclaimed, which is true. It's gonna happen eventually, Kelsey Reagan. I don't know if it's gonna be on June the 8th at the WWN Super Show Mercury Rising, if it's gonna be in the coming weeks on Monday Night Mayhem, but at some point, Sage Scott's gonna get his hands on Salazar again.
Set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first,
Richard Adonis, a man who has been in a feud with a man that was once considered his brother from a different mother, Jay Sky. In fact, I think a lot of people are conjecturing whether or not Jay Sky is not here tonight at the hands of Richard Adonis. Of course, Jay Sky caught in some transportation issues. Richard Adonis still making it here tonight, had been scheduled to face off against Jay Sky. Adonis might find out the hard way, though. Sometimes getting a surprise opponent is not the way to build momentum. Alex Vendetta making his WWN debut. Kelsey had an opportunity to see Alex Vendetta in action previously up in the New York City area, where up until now he has really been the king. He's currently the ECPW Tag Team Champion in Long Island, as well as the Here and Now Tag Team Champion in the greater New York City area. And tonight getting that opportunity to show what he can do with singles action in the World Wrestling Network.
Adonis, are you ready? Are you ready?
Of course, in the case of Richard Adonis, I think Adonis is a man that wakes up feeling prepared. I'm not really sure here. Is Vendetta think that Richard Adonis is gonna consider any form of respect before this matchup?
He obviously doesn't know Richard Adonis. Oh, no, see?
And as expected, the attack right here, 100% what I expected to see from Richard Adonis. I'm gonna go back to my point again. Adonis, everything we have seen come from Adonis, the ways that Adonis has stooped to worst level after worst level. The last time we saw him 2 weeks ago defeated John Strange handful of tights, and that is really the least of what this man has done. He's bitten ears, he's bloodied people.
Mike Tyson?
You would think, right? Bludgeon people, and of course you hear the WWN faithful with the "you still suck" chants. Here's the thing, the attitude of Richard Adonis, it sucks. the talent of Richard Adonis, you cannot deny it.
Yes, and he looks like a star. Just doesn't act like one.
Or does he? I guess that's the question, right? I think you probably heard before the don't meet your you hear the jaw jacking. I was going to say the don't meet your heroes type situation as official John Nunez sharing the pain that Alex Vendetta is feeling, but all of the force in which Adonis threw Vendetta across the ring, man. It's a situation here where Adonis is just showing the fitness, right? And from the perspective of conditioning, and I mean, you know all about this, you're in phenomenal shape yourself. When you want to stay in shape, you need to have dedication. It's about eating the right thing. It's about going the right place to be able to work on your conditioning. And that's what, hold on, pinfall. That's what Zone Fitness is all about.
Kick out,
Whether you're in Carrollwood, whether you're in Trinity, Zone Fitness, man, I'm telling you right now, zonefitnessclub.com is how you get into kind of shape like Adonis, who may have just finished this matchup. No. Close.
Oh, he's almost can't even believe that he kicked out.
Well, this gets into the cockiness. And you haven't always been the nicest individual, and I mean that in the most respectful way. I think you've had your demons over the years, right?
My moments.
So when you were in that state of mind, I mean, do you get to that point where you just underestimate the opponent, believe you're so much better that you think you should have already won, albeit Adonis is shutting me up already?
Well, you know, in my defense, I was under the spell of the coven.
That's true. And another release German suplex with ease. Richard Adonis, big and muscular as Adonis is tossing Vendetta around like he's a tiny man.
Oh.
And yet another sharpshooter known as a man who's really more of a hitman, currently living in Hidden Hills, California.
What do you got, huh? What do you got? Joey's better. Nothing.
Adonis now exposing the knee. You think Adonis is just projecting? Good God! Knockout blow, knee to the face. I really do believe Adonis is projecting J Sky right now on Alex Vendetta.
They're saying Jay's still better out there.
God, Medusa's gaze. Say what you want, the leg is hooked, and that is the end.
Here is your winner, the Silver Snake, Richard Adonis.
Richard Adonis came in here originally believing he was going to face J Sky. Where'd that blood come from?
I don't know, but he likes it. I don't know, I kind of like him.
Well, you are known for your own blood.
You know.
You got to think it's a matter of time before Richard Adonis and J Sky end up in a WWN ring again. And when it happens, Kels, I think there very well could be blood.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is the first round of Bracket B of the WWN Proving Ground Women's Championship, sponsored by TerritoryTees.com, is set for one fall. With a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first. She was from Staten Island, New York. She's Staten Island,
Olivia Rose about to face Scotty Sosa here. First round matchup of the WWN Proving Ground Women's Championship. Once again, my name is Trevin Adams. I am joined by the Shine Champion, Kelsey Reagan. I know, Kelsey, you wanted the best seat in the house to watch these ladies, the next generation of stars here in the World Wrestling Network.
100%.
and her opponent.
A lot of history here. Most recently written just one night ago at Shine 82 between Olivia Rose and Scotty Sosa. Of course, last night it was a 6-women tag. Olivia Rose teaming with Serena Vale as well as Clara Change, and Scotty with the Dragon of Malice, Jasmine Howe, and Sophia Savan. And guess what?
What's that?
Scotty Sosa was pinned in that matchup by Olivia Rose.
She was. I watched it right here.
Building that momentum as we come in here, and there's bubbles going everywhere right now.
I love the bubbles. You know, I'm a huge fan of Scotty Sosa and Shake and Bake. I love the girls.
It's an opportunity for Scotty Sosa, who's been a hair away from tag team gold in the World Wrestling Network, to become the first ever WWN Proving Ground women's champion, to get that singles gold. Of course, as you mentioned, usually teaming with Sky as Shake and Bake. Official Jay Taylor has things started. That is what it's all about. There is the championship gold. A lot of excitement in the air here as we kick this off. This is Bracket B's first round. Look at Scotty.
She's always busting out some kind of dance moves.
What that means between...
I don't think Olivia is very interested.
There's a bad attitude in Olivia Rose, let's just be honest. And there's... Let's really call a spade a spade. I think a lot of you remember Brandy Lauren. Brandy Lauren is the mentor and best friend of Olivia Rose. And as good of a human being as Brandy Lauren could be, Olivia Rose has only picked up the bad parts of Brandy Lauren.
Yeah, she seems to have a little bit of an attitude. Oh, it caught her. Got her right in the face.
That slide and stop by Scotty, who's showing
Taking
speed.
her down. Yes, girl.
And the fire. How about the forearms there? You see Olivia having to push off Scotty. I think Olivia's surprised, but keep in mind it was just a few weeks ago. These two faced off, and what happened was, in the case of the singles match, Scotty wins Olivia, the sore loser attacking Scotty afterwards, but that damage to the arm, Kelsey, I heard your reaction.
Yeah, that looked terrible.
Will it be the difference maker? The leg is hooked, shoulders finally down, but not enough for even a 2 count. However, what just happened to the arm there?
That arm's going to be hurting her for a long time. But she keeps fighting back, so... Oh, we're back to the arm. See, Olivia she knows how to hurt somebody.
And Olivia's been spending a lot of time recently at the Dark Arts Gym with Alistair Black, Zelina Vega. Alistair, very enigmatic, and a guy that when you learn that kind of a style, you see the dissection going on here. If you apply it, it's one of those situations, you apply the your power for good or evil, if you will, right? What are your thoughts about the attitude of Olivia Rose? I've seen a couple times where she's tried to get a little haughty with you and how to find out the hard way what happens when you mess with Kelsey in the back, but give me your thoughts.
I mean, I think hopefully Scotty's going to teach her a lesson here. My money's on Scotty. I love Scotty. I think she's great, but I mean, she just keeps working that arm.
There's dodging a question. I don't blame you, but leg is hooked. Again, not even a 2 count, but the damage has been done to the arm, and I agree with you, and I understand why you're behind Scotty. And really all I was trying to tell the viewers here is the fact that Olivia is so cocky and so condescending. She tried to step up to the top of the mountain in all of the World Wrestling Network from a women's perspective in Kelsey Reagan. But right now, Kelsey, you're having to watch damage being done to the arm.
Oh.
You hear Olivia, I hate you. How do you hate somebody?
How do you hate somebody like Scotty? She's just so sweet. She just wants to dance. Oh.
You can see the arm.
That arm is hurting her. She's feeling it.
Scotty's in a situation here where the more the arm gets damaged, the worse this match goes, the longer it continues. You got to think Olivia learned a lot from the first time these two faced off in singles. You got to think on top of that, the momentum last night winning the 6-woman. And oh, by the way, Clara Change, Serena Vale got totally wiped out by Jasmine Howe. All 3 women got damaged on a hell of a dive. Worth checking out the video on demand on WWNLive just to see how bad it was on Shine 82. Olivia Rose left her partners. She won the match, raised her hand, walked right to the back, and left the 2 girls she tagged with to be out there.
Exactly like Olivia Rose. All she cares about is herself and winning.
In her mind, she won the entire match.
But, you know, she's coming in here with cockiness because she had a win over Scotty last night. So.
Ooh. No water in the pool. What does it feel like when your tailbone hits the mat?
Well, it doesn't feel good.
I agree. I figured you're going to give me a little bit of a hint about the pain and what it might do to the long-term condition of Olivia Rose in this match.
I mean, we're going to see. Oh, well, if it didn't take out the first one, it... No!
Signs of life here from Scotty Sosa, despite the damage to the arm, at least for now. Flurry of offense and adrenaline.
And you can tell that arm is still hurting her, but she is not giving up.
And that's the challenge when you're used to certain offense. We're going to see a bulldog here. Well delivered by Scotty, but you notice the delay here for the pin.
She's hurting.
Couldn't quite get the weight or the leg pulled up, but the determination on the face.
She's got a lot of fight in her. And I've been in the ring with Scotty quite a few times. I definitely know she's got some fight in her.
Sure were in a Shine Tag Team Championship match. Ooh.
Oh, that arm, it gave out on her.
The handspring, typical offense from Scotty Sosa that she's so used to delivering, and instead taken out by Olivia Rose. This could be the end. Oh, signs of life. And Kelsey, you understand these kind of situations where the offense, the regular offense of Scotty Sosa, that handspring into the elbow, can execute it so well. How do you handle it when your body doesn't do what your mind remembers?
You know, that is one of her signature moves. I think that's how she won at the last Shine.
It does hit it.
Yes, yes, there we go, girl.
Handspring cutter, could it be?
And that was it.
Here is your winner, Scotty Sosa.
Credit to Scotty, able to power through the damage done, hit that handspring into the cutter. Victorious here, the first matchup of the opening round of the WWN Proving Ground Women's Championship.
She's taking notes from me. She's shaking her butt. But you see that arm is still hurting her. She's high-fiving with the other arm. She's not letting it kill her.
Damage could be done. You will see the continuation of the tournament, not just tonight from a Bracket 8 perspective later on when Labrava Escobar, one half of the Shine Tag Team Champions, faces Kaia McKenna. But on June the 2nd, we will continue the tournament and then ultimately culminating in crowning a champion at the WWN Super Show Mercury Rising.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first. He hails from Brooklyn, New York, weighing at 220 pounds. He is the humble one, Dino Constantino.
Dino Constantino making his return here at WWN Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem. Last time we saw Dino a few months ago, had a hell of a match with Jay Sky, coming up a little bit short. Man has come back from up in Brooklyn. You thought the man had an attitude before, Kelsey. It is ramped up 11 on a 10 scale.
He is very intimidating.
I think that's what he looks for.
Oh, absolutely. He's going for that.
Dino calls himself the humble one, but really what he's implying is he's better than you. Can you actually make him be? Oh, God. Of course we're going to hear from him.
Let the music. First of all, Puppy, I want you to sit there and eat a salad. You better leave him alone. I want to look you in the eyes, I say this. Your parents failed you.
Shut the hell up! Shut the hell up!
I'm sorry, I can't hear you with all that fat chicken in your throat. Speak up, bitch. So I'm a little bit pissed off, you know, because I come here and it says Proving Ground on the monitor, right? That's what it says. And every time I come here, that's what I prove. I prove that nobody here, not even on my level, not even on the level below me, I've been screwed by the fans. I've been screwed by management. I may suck, but it's your fat mother that taught me how. So let me put this on record. I'm looking right into the camera. Tonight, it's a statement. I'm putting not only WWN, I know this, but the whole industry. I'm DC Dino Constantino, the humble one. Don't get that mixed up. I don't talk humble. I don't walk humble. I make everybody humble. And tonight, KJ, you in the wrong ring at the wrong time. And after I'm done slapping you up like the little puppy that you are, you and the whole world will find out that when you're Dino Constantino, it's hard to be humble when you look this good. Recognize.
Wow. Wow. On behalf of Brooklyn, New York, I know you all aren't like Dino Constantino.
He is from Clearwater, Scotland, rated at 230 pounds. He is the last true hooligan, KJ Mack.
Kelsey, we're going to have a matchup of two tough guys right here. KJ Mack finally making his singles debut in WWN. We've seen him in some impressive tag team matches. Young man coming from Scotland, as you already heard. Believe it or not, this is a guy that was actually a goalkeeper for multiple pro teams, football, of course, in Scotland. And, well, he was a little bit too much of a hooligan. I mean, literally, he got himself kicked off the team. And he really was all about the fighting, if you will. And, of course, that's what made professional wrestling so attractive. And here's a place you can fight and get paid for it instead of getting in trouble when you get ticked off during the football game. And, of course, when I say football, I mean soccer, but, you know, got to translate for the folks in the United States.
Dino, are you ready?
Official John Nunez checking both competitors.
Bring that bell.
Things underway here. Rolling on with Monday Night Mayhem. Dino Constantino, talked before, trained by Bubba Ray Dudley. And, Kelsey, you know, well, if there's anything Dino learned from Bubba, sure as hell's the attitude.
Oh, well, you know, I was trained by Devon.
I do know.
So,
that's why I made that comment.
yep, he's definitely gonna. I can see some Bubba in him for sure.
Case KJ Mack, trained by Wolfgang from NXT in Scotland. Masha Slamovich, believe it or not, up in New York, and has been hanging out at Dark Arts with Aleister Black.
Impressive.
Already 4 years in the sport. Dino about 5. And you're going to see right now, I think from the perspective, if we get into a mat catch-as-catch-can situation, it's going to favor KJ and, of course, the physicality, perhaps. Be it I say that, but by the same token, we do have a hooligan here in KJ. We've talked before about getting in shape. And, I mean, I'm telling you, look at Dino Constantino. You think Dino goes to the gym?
No. No way.
No, let me tell you. Nevertheless,
Nice arm drag.
got to show some appreciation for our sponsor, Zone Fitness. Whether you're in Carrollwood, Trinity, and need a clean gym, the place to not only know, you're in a safe place, but Kelsey, you can understand this. Hold on, let me get through this pin. Could it be when you're in the gym for the first time, figuring out what the heck do I even do? That's what Zone Fitness has. It has the coaches. It has the people to get you ready so that, like you, I've seen your selfies in it on Instagram. It means it's true. You were at the gym. I mean, that's rule number one. But kidding aside, zonefitness.com, place to be. Get in shape like my partner here, Kelsey Reagan, as well as Dino Constantino. And I got news for you. KJ, it's a pretty damn good shape, too. What an elbow. Leg is hooked. Who's impressing you more so far, Kelsey?
I'm really impressed by this KJ Mack because I don't know, and I think Dino is too. Is this their first time together in the ring?
Yes, it is a first-time ever matchup we're getting to host here.
I feel like Dino underestimated him.
And I believe it. Dino came up to me. Oh, what a fake out.
I love this guy.
Just angering Dino Constantino, but is that a mistake from Dino trying to charge into KJ? I think a lot of people didn't realize that KJ had some street cred before he got to WWN, but the ribs could be damaged. Can't breathe, you can't fight, right, Kelsey?
Oh, yeah. That's gonna. And Dino is just continuously trying to injure him more.
Of course, KJ has fought all over the United States, especially in the New York City area as well. Kind of surprising, this is the first time ever matchup. But of course, it's a huge city, as you know, with all of its magical boroughs. I'm a fan of Brooklyn. Been there for some Kaiju big battle, as well as the WWN. Oof. What a drop kick, I was about to say, all the way back to WrestleMania weekend 2019. More in the Mania. Our wrap-up party was in Brooklyn. Leg is hooked. 2 count only. All that, of course, available on WWNLive.com as part of your Club WWN subscription. Listen to the jaw jack. And the eyes being raked over the top rope. Official John Nunez doing his best. Maybe it was the throat, couldn't quite tell there. Did it pay off? Kelsey, if you're in Dino Constantino's shoes right now, you choked the man, you've thrown everything you got at the man, and you're being rolled up by the man. 2 count only. What do you think Dino's thinking right now?
Oh, I think that he's thinking he should have brought some little more fight. I don't know. This guy's he keeps kicking out. He's got a lot of fight in him, and he's really impressed me so far.
The forearm to the face and the pin. You know what that feels like.
Oh, I hate that. That's such a rude thing to do. I don't know. Now he's getting a little cocky.
And you hear Dino saying, show me something. Show me what you got. There's a certain aggression I'm seeing here from Constantino. I think Constantino's come in here with this goal. He talks about the whole concept of humble me. And what he really means is show you're as good or better than me such that I have to admit you're that damn good. And obviously Dino is not thinking that right now with that knee in the back. Screaming in the face. I can't even imagine what that's like, Kelsey. How hot was it in the ring last night?
It was hotter than normal.
Hot as hell, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's no better right now in this building. And if you're KJ, you're trying to fight out. The lights are hot. You got a man yelling in your face, but there is a hell of a headbutt.
Sending him outside.
Let me move this away. Go! I always wanted to do that. Well done.
Oh, he's back up.
By KJ, but yes.
Wasn't enough to keep him down.
Dino quick back to his feet, and we saw the signs of life. Got a little excited there on my side for KJ, but still trying to fight back. Maybe taking it over. I think some would consider it upset if KJ Mack wins this matchup. I know Dino would be absolutely aghast if Dino goes back to New York City without a win here tonight. Authentic European uppercut. Do you think it hurts more when it's authentic?
Yes, it does. I know that from experience.
There you go. You heard it here first. God, an inverted atomic drop. I can tell you as a guy that doesn't feel good. I know, shocking. Coming off the ropes and beautiful neck breaker with all the momentum. The leg is hooked. Still just 2. And was that the energy KJ had left?
That impressed me. I thought that was going to be it.
Press the WWN faithful too. You hear the whole building with the KJ chants. We're, of course, in the beautiful OCC Road House in Clearwater, Florida, as Dino slips out.
Not the official. Oh.
Yeah, leave it to Dino, taking advantage of the distraction from the official. That is the Dino-matic, and unfortunately for KJ, that is it. Can't believe it. Official inadvertently getting bumped by KJ and immediately taking advantage. Dino Constantino, the low blow. Stooping to any level to win the matchup here tonight, Kels.
Well, he does know what he's doing. It's very humble of him.
We're going to have to hear about it the rest of the night. It's going to be all over social media. It's going to be Dino Constantino up to the point that he's back here in WWN Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem. Guy might as well won the championship the way this guy's going to act after winning. And great showing, though, by KJ. Got a new fan here in our Shine champion, Kelsey Reagan, no?
Absolutely.
first round of Bracket A of the WWN Proving Ground Women's Championship Tournament, sponsored by TerritoryTees.com, is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first.
Of course, Labrava Escobar victorious with her partner Evie De La Rosa last night in a title defense at Shine 82 against the Florida man Lindsay Snow and the Hot Rod Hottie Amber Nova. And those two had a great showing, but the end of the matchup, a little bit of miscommunication perhaps. We'll have more of that on WWNLive.com in the future, but I can see your face right now, and I know why. The issues you, Kelsey Reagan, our Shine champion, have had with Labrava and her homies in Las Sicarias.
It's taking everything for me not to jump in that ring and go after her after everything she's done to me.
And her opponent. She hails from Ocean City, Maryland, weighing in at 170 pounds. She is the conduit of karma, Kaia, McKenna.
You know, if a good attitude was infectious, which actually I argue it is, it's Kaia McKenna right now. I've had the opportunity to talk with Kaia McKenna, interview her. We were actually both in Las Vegas at the same time a few weeks ago with all the wrestling festivities. And, well, you just heard it there, that conduit, that bringing the positivity, the karma, and as she calls herself, a self-proclaimed good witch. You, of course, talked about the old coven, and they were not good witches. But that is what it's all about, the WWN Proving Ground Women's Championship Bracket A. We saw Scotty Sosa win in Bracket B earlier here tonight. What that could mean is, depending on who wins this matchup and the subsequent matches, you never know. We could be looking at who could be in the finals, which are scheduled for the WWN Super Show Mercury Rising on June the 8th, and mocking from Labrava.
Oh, of course, always mucking from Labrava.
It'll be, of course, right here on June the 8th at the OCC Road House in Clearwater, Florida, 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, streaming live on WWNLive.com, as well as Club WWN. Tickets and info available right now on WWNLive.com. We already talked about. Stay tuned to our social media. We'll be talking about what you'll be doing on June the 8th with the Shine Championship. But right now, we're going to find out, can Labrava hang in the singles division? Of course, a tag team specialist in Shine. I know you're not rooting for Labrava, and I'm not surprised.
Yeah, well, I think that Labrava, she knows how to win. She knows how to get what she wants. Even if her girls aren't here, I don't know. She's really good at screwing people over, and Kaia, unfortunately, she's used to getting screwed over at Shine, so.
Of course, Kaia faced off against the mafiosa Valentina Rossi. It was a great match, but indeed, Valentina not afraid to stoop to some levels to win. But there is no Las Sicarias here tonight as the shoving match goes on. Kaia might be nice, but you tick off Kaia. She is a tough young lady. Look at this. What do those feel like, Kelsey?
I love Kaia. Look at that. What? I'm so proud of her.
Those
yes.
chops. Didn't take the bait there. You get chopped. I've actually been chopped before, and I watched my own soul leave my body. All the oxygen leaves. It hurts. It stings. And imagine somebody the size of Kaia doing it to you. I mean, you've obviously felt it yourself, but you get my point.
Oh, yes. But if anyone deserves to feel it, it's Labrava.
Pinfall.
And she stacked her. That's what I'm talking about, but she still kicks out.
Kaia McKenna trained at the Black and Brave Wrestling Academy. Merrick Brave, Seth Rollins. Yes, that's Seth Rollins. Kaia regularly in contact and going back there to keep getting better in Iowa. Oh, that Savate kick rocking Kaia McKenna. Was it a knockout blow?
Yeah, I slept down one. At least I can do a better kick than you can.
It's the part where you say, no, I believe in Kaia. Come on, give me some hope here.
I want to believe in Kaia, but trust me, I know. Oh.
I'm trying to be unbiased, but I don't like Las Sicarias either. The things they've done, and of course last night at Shine 82, as much as I feel for Eva Lise being injured and going to be having some medical tests this week to find out the extent of the injury, not able, of course, to face you last night, Mercedes Martinez put into that match by Eva Lise. Eva Lise got to choose her replacement. You had a hell of a matchup. Talk a little more about that, maybe perhaps at the end of this match. Available now on demand, Shine 82. But right here, of course, it's about the WWN Proving Ground Women's Championship Tournament. However, you still got to be thinking about Las Sicarias, the attitude they were supposed to be barred from ringside, trying to get involved, the chaos. It's been a reign of terror, but could be ending here. No. What does it take to beat Labrava?
Cocky. Look at that. She thinks she's so smart.
Is there a weakness that Labrava Escobar has that you would be exploiting right now if you were Kaia McKenna?
I think that it has been her downfall before.
The cockiness?
Oh, yeah.
Ow! Talk about chops. God, I can't even imagine. Ugh.
I know what that feels like.
We are, of course, in beautiful high definition HD, and you're going to be seeing the chest of Kaia perhaps getting red, but now able to return fire. Look at all the strikes from McKenna.
Good job, girl. Stay on her.
Full force chucking Labrava into the corner. Kaia McKenna indeed has the opportunity. She wants the golden kick in the face, though. Could be the answer from Labrava.
Oh.
You see the damage done from the neck breaker. The leg is hooked. Still signs of life from the Good Witch. Let's call a spade a spade. Labrava has been successful here in Shine Wrestling. I won't deny the, of course, association with Las Sicarias have helped, but she's held gold all over the sport, including down in Puerto Rico.
Yes, I was supposed to wrestle her in Puerto Rico not so long ago. It didn't work out. But, I mean, I think she knew I was going to beat her.
Labrava feeling in full control here. I can see Kelsey Reagan is staring daggers into our monitor. Trepidation here from the champion, and I understand why. You obviously would love to see Labrava lose this matchup, and maybe we're seeing signs of life from Kaia here. Whoa,
that was beautiful. Yes, girl.
The full force of the boot.
Oh, Labrava's feeling it.
Could be, oof, the end. What a splash as well. You don't mess with the witch boot, and are we looking at a Saito suplex?
Come on, that's it. That's it. Ugh.
Again, 2 count only. Like we talked about, Labrava, the toughness, her running buddies, of course, coming from the streets of Colombia. That's a tough way to grow up. Kaia now.
Dirty. Exactly.
You beat me to it. Had control, and instead now Labrava taking advantage and might be thinking sixth dimension. And unfortunately, Kelsey, I think Labrava Escobar.
She's got it. She
did. She made it.
Here is your winner, Labrava Escobar.
As good as Kaia McKenna looked, a poke to the eye.
She can't even see anything right now. She doesn't know.
Official had no clue, and that's the situation here. Poke to the eye, 6th dimension.
Oh, is she going to go after her? After her.
I wouldn't blame Kaia at all.
I would.
You said it before, how we heard from her after the event, talking to our backstage correspondent last night, Axel Rome. Kaia said, I am sick of being screwed over, and I think it just happened here again.
This woman cannot be the Proving Ground champion.
Could happen. Labrava continuing on. Our tournament, of course, will continue on June the 2nd. Programming reminder, we will not be broadcasting Monday Night Mayhem next week, May the 19th, live from here at the OCC Road House. No event next week. We will, of course, be back on May the 26th with a very special Memorial Day edition of WWN Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem. But again, no Monday Night Mayhem on May the 19th, 1 week from today.
Michael James sitting here with one half of Shake and Bake, Scotty. Scotty, big win in the opening round of the WWN Proving Ground Women's Championship Tournament. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm so excited. You know, I don't win very many big things, but this is gonna be awesome. I mean, imagine if I win the whole thing and I get a belt. Oh my gosh, Sky's gonna be so proud of me.
The big belt.
The big belt. It's gonna be so much fun. You know, I've been thinking
The big
of
belt. The big belt. What was it that you were saying before that you just can't seem to win the big ones? Scotty, let me tell you something, honey. If you survive the tournament, I can't wait to dismantle you piece by piece and crown myself the first ever WWN Proving Ground Women's Champion and dual Shine Tag Team Champion. Let's see if you survive Shortcake.
That was really nice.
That's me.
Yeah. Not saying that about her.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. 15 minutes. And in this bout, both Kaia and Catalina Perez are both barred from ringside. Introducing first.
Bryan Atomic, Baby Keef. This collision course, finally getting back one-on-one, has been a long time coming here on WWN Proving Ground. You already heard it. No Tonali, no Catalina Perez, both ladies, of course, getting involved in different forms and fashions, including a mixed tag team match. In general, Atomic and the Atomic formula have had the upper hand by hook or by crook in this feud with Baby Keef tonight. It's finally one-on-one. Let's see what's gonna happen. Kelsey, do you have any idea why why Baby Keef weighs in grams? 72,000 grams. I know some people talk stone or pounds or kilograms, but for some reason he chose grams. Oh, wasting no time here. Bryan Atomic attacking Baby Keef. This match has not began yet. You hear John Nunez, our official, saying, get him in the ring. Talked about it before. Things have gotten really personal between these two athletes in the ring, on the mic, and right now getting an opportunity to go face to face, and up and over goes Baby Keef. Again, this match has not officially begun.
I'm gonna beat your boyfriend's ass.
The intensity, though, on the face here of Bryan Atomic. I think anybody who may have ever underestimated Bryan Atomic's finding out tonight how damn good Atomic is. This quick. Baby Keef starting to fight back. We've seen the resilience of Baby Keef, and of course, you know both of these athletes. I don't think they could imagine going home without the victory and a springboard off the freaking guardrail.
I was impressed by that.
You know how unreliable the guardrail is. I can't even imagine how Baby Keef pulled that off. I guess that is why he is the highest man in your city.
I think Baby Keef is, I think he's a little upset now.
And the match has finally officially begun. You see the quick strikes and the handful of dreads as well here from Atomic. Hard to believe this is the same Bryan Atomic we first saw 3 or so years ago, debut in WWN Proving Ground, and night and day. This is a fighter, Kelsey, a fighter.
He's got his dreads wrapped around the rope.
I already stated these men facing off before, getting involved in each other's matches, the issues between the women. But tonight, it's one-on-one. There should be no interference, but that gut wrench, gosh. Might have knocked the wind out of Baby Keef, no?
Yeah, but Baby Keef looks like he's about to knock the wind out of Atomic.
Both athletes going for broke out of the gate here. Of course, it was Atomic who jumped. Keef, the sunset flip.
Oh.
Double stomp to the sternum. And back me up here, Kelsey. The sternum is one of the weakest parts of your body. Pinfall. And I think Atomic perfectly placed that stomp on the sternum.
Oh, it definitely looked like it, and that's enough to take him out for the rest of the match. So
you can't breathe, you can't fight. I know I said it already, but the ribs could get hurt if your lungs can't fill. What do you do? I mean, heck, I walk down the street and suck wind, let's be honest. I don't know how you guys wrestle in these conditions, let alone the physicality.
It's that these guys absolutely hate each other, and you can tell, and that passion is keeping Keef going. He just slapped him across the face.
These are those moments, and there it is.
That's the intensity and passion that I'm talking about right there.
You find out what you're made of, but you notice Atomic jumping right back on Baby Keef, who of course gave the one-finger salute as well after being incited. There really is so much disrespect. It's the bravado. I mean, think about it. Someone's gonna lose, and it could be Baby Keef here, submission predicament. Entire WWN faithful are cheering for Baby Keef, but this, I don't know, man. This really could be it. Well executed. You almost got a body scissors on, the head's being pulled. I'm sure there's fancy Japanese name I'm failing on right now, Kelsey, but you and I both know it's effective. And there, Baby Keef, feeling the adrenaline. It's the OCC Road House trying to will on Keef, but stopped again by Atomic. Talked about it before, Atomic trained in Muay Thai, but what a knee.
Beautiful knee, yes.
Defying gravity, stepping up there is Keef. And now we're seeing Keef in control. It's so impressive the way Bryan Atomic not only stopped the momentum, could control where Keef went, but that elbow.
Now he's going up. We got a tornado. Yes!
Nick connects.
Gorgeous tornado. Cover him, baby. Come on.
Bryan Atomic clearly not endearing himself along with Tiny Tonally with Kelsey Reagan here, and I don't blame you either.
You can tell that took everything out of Baby Keef.
Official John Nunez counting right now. Someone's going to answer this before 10 or else we will have a no contest. Both athletes starting to get up. Just barely breaking the count. What kind of hatred when you're not even able to stand, but you're throwing strikes?
It's the hatred that these two have for each other. Absolutely. He said, come on. He's ready to go.
Ooh. You could be ready all day, but those strikes, especially a couple of the kidneys. Body might make a decision for you, and looking for that kick. But able to get out of the way.
Beautiful uppercut.
Could have been a knockout blow. Both athletes having the counters and escapes.
Wow.
The collision now in the favor. The fire going, what a leg lariat. You just heard it right there from Keef. God, a heel kick to the back of the neck. Beautiful neck breaker.
Can he make the cover? A cap up. All that energy coming out. He is pissed. He is ready to go. We're going up top.
Living up to that moniker, highest man in your city. About to come off the top. Cross body catching Atomic. Leg is hooked. but Atomic refuses to quit. I think the people wish that was 3, but Bryan Atomic's showing tenacity. However, could be time for a little airdrop, if you will. But caught by Bryan Atomic. I think you can commiserate after those moonsaults yesterday.
Got another gut wrench.
Yeah, with the Les Artest lift. Oh, way to counter. And the escape here. But well scouted by Atomic. Saw the leg lariat, hit the strike, and Saito with a delay release. Might be the end.
I definitely thought that was it.
This time it is baby Keef shocking everybody. Somehow still in this fight.
And can I mention that Bryan Atomic is doing this barefoot? Do you know how much it hurts to wrestle barefoot? I don't know how they do it.
Cannot imagine. I don't even take my socks off. Atomic could be thinking it's time for the best foot stomp ever, but not able to connect. However, recovering quickly, was looking for that knee to empty the chamber, but again, well scouted, the roll up. These two know each other so well, but the foot's caught. Is that the critical error? Springboard into a knockout kick. I don't see a situation here where this isn't the end of the matchup. 2 and whoa!
That foot caught him right across the face.
Could be a knockout blow.
He's still kicked out of that.
Was it a kick out or was it just instinct at this point? Putting on the brakes, maybe I am wrong. Maybe the adrenaline's flowing, the 305 chance. And face first, downward spiral. And Kelsey, it might be time for the airdrop. I don't know how Baby Keef even finds the energy to hit the A, but he sure as hell hit the airdrop.
Swanton.
Keef wins.
Here is your winner, the young bull, Baby Keef.
A long-standing feud between two men who showed how tough they are tonight here at WWN Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem.
And I'm actually very shocked that Tiny Tonally did not come out here, even though she was barred from ringside. It's exactly something that she would do.
Catalina neither. Great showing from Atomic. I'll give it to him. A lot of fight, but tonight was all about Baby Keef. That victory, perhaps finally the end of things between these guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the main event. As a four-part elimination tag team match scheduled for one fall. It is for the WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Championships. Introducing first.
As promised, more Miami boys come in to the ring. This is a WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Championship, four-corner elimination. Chris Malachite, Puma Johnson, about to make their way to the ring. So much history between these teams, Kelsey. The combinations of not only matches they've had against each other, people getting in each other's business, especially La Armeria. Talk quite a bit about La Armeria in just a moment. But tonight, the odds are definitely stacked against our champions, and I don't know if there's anybody who's complaining, I'm gonna be honest. One of those no...
That's cool. I wish I could do that.
One where there's no corner of a solace. No friends in here for La Almeria, especially the next team. Going on 2 months ago, Almeria defeating Vice and Violence, and of course a lot of that going back to the history. Between Damian Gemini and his father, Rafael Gonzalez, the Puerto Rican hound dog. And ultimately, as these teams have faced off, things have been a no contest. There's been other folks getting involved in each other's business, and if there's a team that would do anything to have Almeria lose tonight, I think Vice and Violence are more worried about getting their hands on Almeria than they are about whether or not they win the gold. Of course, obviously everybody's here looking for victory. In an elimination situation though, you get rid of the current champions, then you are guaranteed new tag team champions. Better together, only returning a little bit recently, of course. The heinous attack on Ori Gold by the Emerald Empire. Hadar had been hurt as well, but Ori was out for over a month, thankfully coming back in one piece. We were truly worried about whether or not we would ever see Better Together again. But Better Together had been promised a tag team opportunity last week, and leave it to Almeria to find a way to not only get out of it, but to pull in 2 massive monsters in Dark Clouds who had a heck of a battle against Better Together, but tonight finally getting a chance for the gold. Ready to hear some boos?
Oh, always. And they've started.
Ever since Damian Gemini joined with TJ Brady, I would argue they have been not only a thorn in the side of just about all of the tag teams here in WWN Proving Ground, but they have found a way to get into the heads. They have found a way to not only overcome adversity, how to make things go their way. See, making the little motion up here. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Making the motion up here like we're talking. No, shut up, because you take 20 minutes talking to the camera on your way here, TJ Brady. Kelsey, I'm not going to lie. I'm supposed to be unbiased once again, but
nobody likes these guys. It's okay.
I will never forgive Damian Gemini for turning on his father. One of the worst moments in the history of the World Wrestling Network. And, of course, TJ Brady. You just talk about a punk. An absolute punk. However, you don't have to like them to admit that they are successful. They are our WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Champions, but here's the disrespect yet again.
Wow.
These two are definitely up against the odds here tonight, because once again, they don't have to be in the final fall. It's elimination. If they got pinned first, they are out, and one of these other 3 teams become our WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Champions. Of course, in Almeria's mind, it is a conspiracy. I got news, it's not, but let's send things down to Michael James for the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first the challengers. First, they come to you straight from the 305. Weighing in at a weight of 455 pounds. The Black Puma, Puma Johnson, and the Shining Stone, Chris Scotti, the And their opponents, they're weighing at total combined weight of 485 pounds. The team of Brute, Ray Elliott, and the king of the Southeast, UV Vice. They are Vice and Violence. And their opponents, they come to you straight from Tel Aviv, Israel, weighing at total combined weight of 380 pounds. The Hornets, Ori Gold. They are better together. And their opponents, they're weighing at a total combined weight of 355 pounds. They are the reigning and defending WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Champions, who's pouring up TJ Brady and Damian Gemini and Olivia.
So let's think about the combinations here. Vice and Violence actually defeated Better Together when Vice and Violence were WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Champions in a successful defense right as we wrapped up in our old Pasco County location. In the case of the Miami Boys, it was a six-man tag. You had Mexican Mayhem there along with Alarmaria's partners of TJ Brady and Damian Gemini, and it was Chris Malachite, Puma Johnson, and Baby Keith getting a victory. And of course, last week, as I already mentioned, Better Together were scheduled to get a tag team championship match. Ultimately, Swerve somehow ends up with the Dark Clouds, who Better Together found a way to win against, but could have been really a dangerous situation where Better Together could have been injured. And then ultimately, of course, Vice and Violence, well documented, arguably having the championship stolen from them by Alarmaria, as it looks like Damian and TJ immediately on the defensive. Needless to say, every tag team here, Kelsey, have been tag team champions in WWN Proving Ground. In the case of Better Together, two-time tag team champions.
Oh, this man is so disrespectful.
That is a tag, but that also gives you an indication of that. Not only just disrespect, I'm going to call it a professional jealousy. I really think TJ is jealous, even though he's on top of the mountain himself right now as half of the tag team champions of Vice and Violence, former training buddies under Francisco Chiazzo. If there's a team with the most experience in this matchup, though, it is absolutely Better Together. They have all the ingredients to not only win the matchup, Kelsey, but to be able to make it through the elimination situation we have here. So reminder, ladies and gentlemen, what's going to happen is a team will eventually be eliminated, and if Adar's not careful, could be him if Ray can hit that. And then another, and then finally we'll get down to two, and the winner will leave as the Proving Ground Tag Champs. Did Damian just tag in? Well, there you go, Damian. Oh. Come on in, buddy.
Oh, we got him back. Popped him.
And remember, this is a situation where it doesn't matter who gets pinned first. Obviously for the tag champs, who the quick tag there to Chris Malachite. They don't want to be in there any more than they need to, is my point. Because think about it, if you're going to retain in a matchup like this, you've been in multi-women matches while you're champion.
They know all these teams are dangerous.
And survival. You've had to think survival before, and that's what's Alarmaria right now. But Hadar Horvitz, showing all those years of experience, still blows my mind that Hadar's like up to, like, I don't know, 10, 11, 12 years of experience, already gold. Same situation. They started wrestling, Hadar at 13, already at 14. Of course, both coming out of Israel, where they, wow, look at this. Learned from some of the best before coming to the United States, where they just keep getting better and better. I dare say, you ready? They're better together. As much as we're having fun up here right now, you can see the intensity from both athletes. Quick kick out from Chris Malachite. You definitely don't want to have anything happen that puts you in a bad situation early in this matchup. It's going to be a marathon. And how evenly matched are Ori Gold and Chris Malachite right now, Kels?
It was very nice.
The yelling from El Armeria, you want a tag? There's a tag. And that is a tag. Well documented, as I've already stated.
He does not want to be in that ring with Ori right now. He knows he's in trouble. No one to tag.
Even TJ leaving his own partner high and dry, and now here's some chops.
Oh, scared.
However, it's almost like a lumberjack match right now.
They said you have no choice but to get in there.
And Better Together more than happy to oblige with the beating on El Armeria. This is what happens when you anger everyone. And to reiterate one more time, it's elimination, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing wrong. The other teams want to work together. Who cares? Get rid of your least favorites. This is starting to look like it could be the greatest night in the history of Monday Night Mayhem. Uh-oh. You in the mood for a super collider?
I absolutely am. Yes. Oh.
Man, that was like an ultra collider, and we're not done yet. Bam!
If they weren't scared before, they are now.
But
oh,
alliances can't last forever. I don't blame Better Together. You got to at some point go after the next most dangerous team, and of course that is Vice and Violence. You got the Brute Ray Elliott, Uni Vice. Uni might be on his own planet, but when Uni focuses on wrestling, one of the best. Of course, crowd favorites. Really, it's a lot of crowd favorites in this matchup, and then our tag champs. Ow! The Kosei dumping down the pinfall from the Brute. A very isolated Chris Malachite right now. Everybody's recovering from the chaotic action a moment ago. Uni's tagged in. Ouch. The elbows and now the splash from the big man.
oh,
Putting on the brakes, but while these two nearly collided on the other side, Puma's tagged in. Double cross body. Puma Johnson is got a strength that few can understand. Pound for pound, probably one of the most powerful athletes in all of WWN. But trying to fight off, Univice able to push off. Ooh, what a DDT from Hadar Horvitz, but knee to the face of Hadar. And the collision from the Brute. Things are breaking down, eat the feet. Little soul food, if you will. Ow, what a kick. Kelsey, who the hell's legal at this point?
I don't even know.
We do not have lucha rules.
Yes.
You like yourself some double super kicks? And wow, first elimination. I can't believe it, Vice and Violence, a favorite coming into this matchup. The way things broke down there, and to the credit of the experienced Better Together, they are on their way to a third WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Championship. A lot, of course, disappointment here for the Brute and Uni Vice, but it continues on in the ring, and now Chris Malachite up in a fireman as Ori Gold is tagged in. Ouch. And now the forearm as well, and Unity could be the end of things, but broken up by Puma Johnson. I can't believe this match continues for the Miami boys.
A good thing, because I don't think Chris was taken out of that.
No question. And you hear these guys, I can't let you get it. I get it. They respect each other. Both teams absolutely respect each other. And if either team won tonight, I am sure the other would be happy to grant a match to the men across the ring right now. But it's about to go down. Something's got to give. Who's going to be the one? Ooh, Inzaguri hits both men from Malachite. And the raw power. The beastly strength is the reason this man is called a Puma. Speed, strength, killer instinct, and that is all she wrote, the assisted blockbuster. I think Ori's out.
No. I love Better Together.
Better Together.
But I love the Miami boys too. I don't like these guys.
Alarmaria taking advantage, and you're right. No one likes Alarmaria. I would say only their parents, but in the case of Damien, of course, his father. I will never get over, once again, what Damien did, turning his back on his father. But taking advantage, the ever opportunist. Kelsey, I think Alarmaria are going to find a way to steal this damn thing.
I hope not. But it wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, gosh, 2 knees to the face of Malachite. They're picking the bones, not like this. The entire building, all of the OCC Road House, aghast in the moment. We thought it was over, Kels. What the hell is Damien doing?
He can't be up to anything good.
Those are scissors! Don't tell me, trying to remove the turnbuckle again. Of course, using the turnbuckle before as a weapon, but now Puerto Rican Hound Dog taking off Damien Gemini's head.
Good for you.
Puerto Rican Hound Dog had been reluctant to hit his son, finally giving Damien what he deserves.
But it probably felt good.
Vice and Violence lost a rematch because a turnbuckle was exposed and trying to create the magic again, but guess what? Here's Malachite.
Ready.
Is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? Leg lariat through the heart attack. Please!
Do it.
Yes!
Oh! And we have new tag champs.
Look at Alarmaria trying to pull back the belts. WWN Commissioner Rick Thames is out there. These kids are trying to ruin a celebration. TJ trying to throw hands with Rick Thames, and Rick just knocked TJ Brady across the ring. Hell yes! That's what you get, kid. TJ Brady has mouthed off to our WWN commissioner more times than I can count, Kelsey Reagan, and finally TJ Brady got what he deserved. And in a fantastic moment, it is the night of the 305 here, Kelsey. New WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Champions. Thank you, Puerto Rican Hound Dog, for finally doing the right thing, stopping Damien Gemini from trying to expose the top turnbuckle, giving the kid what he deserves, and here goes Big Dog as well. This is my kind of party. Kelsey, it's been a phenomenal night. Great to get to work with you here tonight. Of course, the beginning of the WWN Proving Ground Women's Championship Tournament. We had the Shine Champion, Kelsey Reagan, with her eyes on the prize, Jay Taylor dancing. Well, that's something. Oh, what is this? What is this? Alarmaria are screaming at us.
Oh, I know they're not screaming at me because I'll go down there right now.
Oh, I got you here. Please slap the taste out of their mouth. But nevertheless, reminder once again, no Proving Ground 1 week from tonight on May the 19th. We'll be back on May the 26th. Kelsey Reagan, any parting thoughts?
I'm excited to see who's going to be the Proving Ground Women's Champion. and I hope it's someone good and not Labrava because she doesn't deserve it.
Well, there you go. You heard it right there from Michael James, Kelsey Reagan. I'm Trevin Adams. We have new WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Champions. Thanks for joining us. WWNLive.com for all things World Wrestling Network.
James sitting here with the Miami boys. Miami boys, huge night. First of all, baby Keef defeating Bryan Atomic, and then you got your newly crowned two-time WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Champions, Chris Malachi and Puma Johnson. Miami boys, how you guys feeling?
Man, let me tell you something, fam. I done smoked that boy Bryan and put him out. But really though, what we really happy about? Them boys done did it. Did it again.
We put the threes down.
And what y'all boys did?
Hey, listen, man. They say that hard times breed better men, so thank you, Lamira, for giving us a hard time. Because tonight, we showed that we were better men. Tonight, we showed you that these tag team championships belong in the 305.
It's tatted on my chest.
305.
On my chest.
305.
What?
305.
About to be put in the Miami.
305. 305. Yes, sir. Let's go. Tag team champions.
Shut up at us! And shut up at us by Rick Thames, your dad, Trevin Adams, all the management, the ref, Vice and Violence, Fat Ass Ray Elliott, Dub Univice, Ari the Fish Skull, Hadar, Chris Malachi, and Puma the... It's not fair! It's literally
We are sick and tired of people not respecting us. We were the true champions. We should have had that. But then you had a bum of a father that I have come in, interrupt me, and lay a fist to my face, knocking me out cold. Look at that. Getting involved in the match. That was BS. And everybody here knows it. And you, Rick Thames, I'm getting sick and tired of that man too.
He hit me in the damn face, and
Am
there's
I
no
getting
fine,
me?
and there's no fine, you're dead.
Nothing?
And nothing.
Nothing?
And then you got the camera guy looking at my goddamn face. When you hear me speak, you listen. When we come back here at 526, oh, I feel bad for anyone that gets in my way. Cause it's all eyes on me, don't you forget.
Let's get out of here.
Screw the Miami boy.